Finishing with finesse.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Thompson to Cousins. Thompson. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
KD with the rock. Oh, emphatic slam.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Schroeder, defended by Steph Curry. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and, most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. The lead is 15. Won't go. Thompson to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. Over to the right side. Durant. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Thompson. Curry. Off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Substitution being made in this one.
Number 0, Russell Westbrook.
Jeremy Grant with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. 4 out of 7.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Steph Curry, guarded by Jeremy Grant. Adams to Westbrook. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Great feed, sets it up. Steph Curry. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Easy pad to the rim. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
To Westbrook. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Thompson. Count the basket at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
OKC ball. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. It's no good. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
DeMarcus Cousins He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our...
The Thunder. And with that, I'm sending...
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Deep two there, won't go. To Schroeder. 4-3. And the rebound taken by Iguodala. Nerlens Noel pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Schroeder. Going to launch beyond the arc. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Thunder with the basketball. Schroeder guarded by Looney. Passed it off. Cleans it up. Deep left corner. Here's a chance from long range. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Draymond Green. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of two things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
The pass set it all up.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Gets it in the right corner. For 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Iguodala picked up by Noel. And scores. Strong take.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Short jumper won't fall. Great look and vision. Raymond Felton rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Subbing in for Golden State, number 30, Stephen Curry.
Oh, and we have a 5-second violation. Up 5 seconds. Steve Kerr making some changes to his lineup. Green. Durant. And the rebound pulled in by Grant. Westbrook with it. His guys leading by 14. Bad pass there. Warriors have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
To Curry. Beyond the arc for three. And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there. His instincts are unnatural. Someone's not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. It goes down.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of breakdance move they might hit you with.
Jeremy Grant with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Cruises inside for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Durant with the basketball up top. His guys down 11. Thompson buries it on the catch and shoot.
It just seems like everybody's getting more touches. I'm not saying who, but it seemed like the ball stopped in a certain player's hands, which forced the defense to become stagnant.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
And throws it down.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
That boy got jumper.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Clay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for threes, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there.
From long range. And the rebound comes down to Green. Durant. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
A shot at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. Thunder with the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter, and that halftime lead, it was cut down in the third.
And just because the numbers on a scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back, they're going to come back and win this game.
Big man, Steven Adams. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Jeremy Grant swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Durant sizing up Jeremy Grant.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Curry. Love the hustle. Sprawled out on the deck. To Thompson. Down for Iguodala. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Andre Robertson trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 46%. The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. There, Thunder with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
The assist from number 21, Andre Robertson.
Curry has it. Fires the 3 and drains it.
And he is just turning up here in the second half. In the first, he didn't seem that engaged. Now, he seems hungry.
Westbrook with the basketball. His team on top by 8. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
George gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Curry. That's good D. Shot no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Durant across the timeline. His guys down by 9. Andre Robertson sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
George to Westbrook. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Swings it to Green. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Russell Westbrook here against Steph. Slam dunk, Russell Westbrook.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
And scores, plus the foul. Draymond Green with a chance at 3 coming up at the line.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Draymond Green at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. And the margin down to 8. Westbrook into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Thompson to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Won't go down. Durant with the basketball up top. Margins 8. Paul George. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Westbrook. Wide open look, won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Draymond Green matched up with Paul George. Curry, great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
It's good, and one.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Time to shuffle things up. Steven Adams trying to cash in on the three-point play. 56% for his career. Can convert the free throw. Yes, Klay Thompson. With that, he's 5 for 9.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Curry to Thompson. Curry. He engulfed him that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Lays it up and in.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Big man, Steven Adams. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Good victory here for the Thunder as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.